Right guys, more live lessons. This one's talking about club path, quite excessive overdraws, complained of inconsistencies and missing left and right as well. This is a good look at path and some of the ideas we used. This is a 3-hour lesson, so it's just a kind of snapshot of what we did, of some of the ideas we used to try and get this client to take charge and control and empower him to use and really move his path at his will. Let's get stuck in. Low but straight. So were those two swings completely different?
I didn't feel any different at all.
So how can we have such a different shot?
Result.
You made the exact same swing on both?
In my
No, I know you might have felt like you did.
Oh, sorry, yeah, set up and I just went for the same swing.
Yeah.
I didn't try and change the swing.
And
at all.
did you execute the exact same action on both?
I don't know. The only thing I felt was the impact on the club head.
Which was what?
First one low and left.
Right.
Second one low and middle.
Correct. I mean, I'll just quickly show you that.
Yeah.
The difference between shot 11 and 12, which are your two drivers, was the strike alone.
Okay.
The actual delivery numbers were almost identical, which we'll talk about the numbers in a second. Just so you were 6 in to out face, nearly 1 close to that 6 on shot 1, and then you were 7 in to out with the face half a degree open. So you're talking like 1 degree difference on the numbers. They were almost identical.
So what was the wildly different?
The strike.
Okay, it was just the position on the delivery.
The first one was way in the heel, and the second one was in the heel, but not as much, and much lower.
That second one felt middle.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No, it clearly wasn't.
So lots of people will often think they've made completely different swings to make those two different shots.
And it was purely just...
You delivered everything exactly the same apart from your 22mm heel on this one.
Yeah.
And you were 35mm heel on the other one. We're talking millimetres of difference in delivery. Mm-hmm. Which at that speed, 113 miles an hour, there isn't a human being who would feel that apart from the contact.
Slow that down a little bit.
Okay. Come and have a look.
They're all pretty much like the same. I mean,
strike
area.
Strike with the driver is an issue, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
We'll talk about. You got some decisions to make for you.
Okay.
You swing fine.
Hideous, isn't it?
With what?
This.
The iron or the driver?
Driver.
1 up.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with 1 up. It's fine. If we look at the irons first.
But then if you take out the sky.
You hit 3 up at that one.
Yeah.
But I mean, tour average is 1 down.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you can be up or down. With your power, it wouldn't matter for for distance so much if you went up or down. It's finding you to hit target a bit more is the question. So if we start with the iron, you're hitting 7 into out.
Mm-hmm.
Happy with into out and out to in terms?
Yes.
Swinging to the right.
Essentially.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're.
I've been told to aim at 1 o'clock. Or to swing to 1 o'clock.
Okay, well you're swinging 7 degrees in and out, so you're probably near a 2.
Yeah.
And then you average the face 5 close to that 7.
Wow, okay.
Which is a draw to a slight overdraw, which is exactly what we saw.
So the face is there?
No.
No?
The face isn't 5 close to 0.
5 close to path?
Correct, and your path is 7 right, so the face is actually...
there, and my face is closing it over to
path.
Back to square, I guess.
Well, if you are, you would never want your face at square 0.
With that 7.
Well, unless you the only people who want their face at 0 are people who are going to try and hit the ball straight, and there aren't many of them.
Okay.
Everyone has some curvature, as a general rule.
Okay.
I'm quite 0-0'd, and I'm not hitting 0 face all the time. My path's like 2 1s. It's jumping around in small numbers. Your heavy draw numbers, and that's exactly what we saw. Heavy draw shots. You'll notice here. So you went 4 from the inside, 8 from the inside, 6, 4, 6, and then you readjusted your aim, and then you stayed all up in 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
So you didn't swing any differently on the 8s and 9s to the 6s.
No.
You hit the same amount in to out. What do I mean by that? How can I be saying if you hit 4 in to out is the same as 9 in to out? What was the fundamental change?
Change the aim.
Yeah. So you hit across my machine.
Yeah.
So my machine knows 0.
Yeah.
But it doesn't know that you're trying to start the ball out to the right because you know you're going to curve it. So as soon as you aimed further right, your path became more in to out. It didn't become more in to out. You just went across the machine, which is one of the key failings of lots of people online and in lessons, and people who come when they look at swings on camera. They don't know what shot is being intended to hit, so they say things like, oh, that takeaway's out to in, that takeaway's in to out. Reference what? The camera could be in any position. We use a fisheye lens, which is it's parallax. You deal in camera stuff. Parallax. I mean, cameras only lie. The statement that cameras don't lie is a lie. Cameras only lie. That's why directors are paid millions of dollars, because to tell a story with a camera and make people believe it is really tough, because the camera just flattens things. It doesn't even show the right colours. You have to spend thousands to get a camera that gives you any kind of decent colour, and then they just colour correct it in post. Cameras only lie, but the world seems to think cameras are... Well, that's what I'm saying. So your takeaway changed, and it'll change on our video screens if we recorded them, because you changed your aim. So the second takeaway would look more inside. It's not more inside, it's just that you were trying to start the ball further right. So what happens, look, is this is your start direction of ball.
Okay.
You were 2 right, 1 right, 2 right, 0, 1 left. You changed your aim, 2, 5, 4, 1, 3. So you started to push the ball starting more right, because you realised that you would try and hit target.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 decisions here, and I know which one I would do.
Okay.
Subject to all the information you give me. You're erratic, you're not consistent, you would like to be more consistent, playing off 8, did you say? No, 9, but you know, you want to be off 5 or 4, don't you? You want to be down. They are heavy numbers. I would like to see you less hooky.
Yeah, so would I.
So we need to calm the face down and calm the path down.
Okay.
But for you to do that, you're going to have to feel like you're hitting it in quite a different direction, because at the moment you are embracing the sling.
So is that pushing it out to the right then?
No, I'm going to get you to try and swing less to the right.
Okay.
I'm going to see if we get you to swing a bit straighter if your dispersion, gets tighter or not. There's no answer to this question.
No.
Because this is what a lesson's about. I've got to work with you. I've got to make you hit target more often, which is why you can't have one theory for all golfers, because I could get you swinging 0-0, but you strike it so bad that you never hit target. Well, you're better off then swinging 7 from the inside, because you're striking them well there, because you feel more comfortable. It obviously suits your frame of mind of how you want to hit a ball, and you hit target more often. It's about working with you to get the best numbers out of you. Those numbers don't balance hit target, they balance hit slightly heavy draws. You're complaining of those. Let's try and get them calmed down. So I want you to swing less to the right.
Less to the right.
Okay. So I want you to feel like you're swinging. No, we're going to aim a bit straighter, and I want you to swing a bit straighter.
Okay.
How would you do that? Do you know? Because if I said just hit it straighter, you would have a go.
Yeah, I'd have a go.
And what would you do? Don't hit it, just show me.
I would probably
change your backswing path, change your downswing path.
Immediately I would feel like I was aiming about 1 yard right to target.
Yeah.
As opposed to 3
or 5 yards. And what would you do to your action?
I think I'd probably
take it back straighter.
The feeling that I would have, and it's probably wrong, is coming over the ball a bit more, over my shoulder a bit more.
Show me what you mean by that.
So from the backswing, and then
100%, yeah.
As opposed to dropping the right arm and coming
perfect.
Under.
Okay, I agree with that. Why don't you do this as well? Look, watch this. Your downswing hip drive, which is something that lots of people really struggle with. So the amount you go this way is epic. So you really slide across.
That's something that I've been told to do as well.
Okay. The more you slide across, the more you'll tend to hit from the inside.
Okay. Yeah. That makes perfect sense because the body's already out of the way, so the hand has got to be coming more inside.
Well, it's this way then. So if I was going to hit this ball, so your common slicer's problem is the opposite to you. They don't go across at all, they just spin, which tends to drag path left. So you're the opposite, you go a long way across, which is always going to make me hit almost like a punchy. So to me it feels like I'm going to hit more down, not that you are, because you get some release going in with your wrist, extends, kind of shallow that out. But it does feel like I'm going to swing way off to the right. So why don't you hit a few shots where you make a normal backswing, but downswing, try and feel that you open up rather than slide.
Okay.
Along, you can also feel like you're doing what you said. It's the same thing, because you said do this.
Yeah.
Well, that is opening up more. So whichever sentence kind of connects the dots for you a little better. Right, so these ones are swinging left, right.
Swinging left, right.
Show me. Don't care where the ball goes, just want you to feel about path.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Ouch! Do you get many of them?
Not many.
Good.
They come occasionally.
Okay, and again. Okay, and again. So this is you swinging left, right, isn't it?
It's me feeling like I'm swinging left, right.
Good.
Whether I am or not, I'm sure you'll tell me.
Yeah. Shot. Okay, let's show you that.
Okay.
So your path was averaging 7.4 from the inside with a face nearly 6 closed, so that's 7. That's where you started.
Yeah.
That's overdrawing.
Yeah.
If you swung 7.4 from the inside, really you'd want that face to be maybe 3 closed to that, to hit target. These are the ones where you try to not swing so much to the right. Your face, your path was 7.1 to the right, so no different.
No.
Path didn't change.
No.
But the face control changed.
Okay.
So you didn't have the face quite so consistently closed to the path. It was less.
Wildly different those, aren't they?
Yeah.
7s and 3s and...
Yeah, well the first one's always a bit funky when you give someone a fault.
Yeah.
But you're not controlling path.
No, clearly not.
Good players can control path because they can shape the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good player who can't control path, so there are good players who have more weapons than you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your level of control that you want, that's what you suggested when you came in, not as consistent as you want, all those things. Yep. I agree. I mean, you can't control path. If someone told me to swing left, I would be able to swing left straight away.
Okay.
So we need to get you to learn that skill. And then you can choose to put your path wherever you wish.
Mm-hmm.
And we can find the path that makes you hit more consistent shots. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Sounds good.
Okay, so you've just tried to hit some feints. You failed to achieve. Well, yeah, you failed to achieve one of the key fundamentals of hitting a fade.
Okay.
Forget swing.
Yep.
What's the key fundamental of that ball to hit a functional fade?
It's got to be spinning right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What's the key start point of that ball?
Left of target.
Yeah.
And all of them started right of target.
Completely right. So I want you just to try a few shots now where we bring it all more to the immediate.
Okay.
You've got to start it at that blue flag and left. You've got to start the ball left.
Got to start the blue flag and left.
So the face needs to be closed at address.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All your balls started right because the face was always to the right.
Okay.
What happens if your face is always to the right?
There's no way the ball can go anywhere.
Well, it's
right.
going to start right, so it makes more sense for you to push the path more right of that path to then draw it back. If you hit some shots where you start the ball up the left, so make sure your face starts pointing like blue flag and feels like it's going to be delivered at the blue flag,
it would make more sense for you to actually swing left if you wanted to hit the fade, like you said that I want to hit the fade. I think you hitting the fade or trying to is a really good start point for you understanding A, the little control you have of path, and B, out of your learning, out of your kind of textbook of learning that you've done in the years you've played, maybe you've missed one of the main chapters. So I practiced this when I was 13, 14. As soon as I was able to hit target like you can, we would get bored of hitting target and we would muck around trying to hit the most ridiculous slices, high shots, low shots. You know, it's getting dark, we haven't got long left, we've played 36 today already and we've gone out and done 3 more holes, but we're not allowed to play properly. Not allowed to hit the ball above head height. If you hit the ball above head height, you're out of the game. So to do that, I learned how to control dynamic loft straight away. So maybe you've missed that chunk. We could talk technical, which we'll come to, but maybe there's just a chunk of learning that you've not really done yet.
Yeah, have a bit of fun.
Well, you said you can hit fade, but you failed to start one left. You can do that. Just
so you
start it left.
You said start closer. Do you mean hit the ball shorter, or do you mean
no? Your immediate start direction.
Immediate...
You should only rate your shots, not on your feel of where you were going. You should just purely rate it on where that ball starts. If you hit a shot and you look up and it's starting down the left, give yourself a tick.
Okay.
Regardless what it felt, regardless what you feel you're doing.
Blue flag and left.
Must start left. Because that's the only way you're going to straighten a path up for this exercise. We're going to get the ball starting back right, but I just want you to experience starting left. Cool. That ball started left. And again. Let me show you that one. This is really interesting, and this is where I think so many people get confused. Path. These are your fade shots. You said, I'm going to hit a fade, you said. 6 from the inside, 8 from the inside, 6 from the inside, 6 from the inside, 4 from the inside.
Yeah.
That was you thinking of opening up your body, and you said kind of coming over the top on those kind of words. I said start the ball left. You swung one out to win. You changed pass straight away. Sometimes start point for a good player like you, so launch window, you can respond really positive to launch window. So if we change the game, let's not call it golf, let's call it launch window, and I have a couple of panes of glass at different heights and different places, you would be able to put them through those panes of glass with a bit of practice. There are some players who can't, so you have to go back to maybe thinking about grips and postures and give them some real kind of ideas of how to move their body to control it. But you can control start position. Because I know you don't, when you get under the trees, you got it at low cut, you do it, because you play off a handicap that requires you to hit the ball out of the rubbish. But see what I mean? We changed the launch window and you change your path straight away. Face wasn't controlled, which is a different thought, but I only want the path to be controlled. Because, well, here you go, I asked you to start the ball left. What happens if I said start it straight? We move that pane straight. There's your straighter path straight off the bat, possibly.
Okay.
Target. I remember there was an interview with Rory once, and they said, what are you thinking about in your swing, Rory? Oh, I'm not thinking about anything, really. I'm just focusing on target. So what he was really saying is he's kind of focusing on start point, end point. He's not focusing internally on if he should move his hips, and he's just playing so well, he's thinking, I'm going to start the ball there because I know it's going to turn X amount.
First 50 yard start
you'd have to ask him. I would imagine he sees the ball all the way. He would never stand to a shot and not know what shape he's going to hit.
No.
So to know what shape you're going to hit, you got to know, you got to do that pro tracer in your head thing. I mean, I do it every time I play. Good players do it without even really acknowledging it, so they forget to tell amateurs. I'll stand behind a shot and I have a definite plan of where the ball's going to start, end, how it's going to curve, what the wind's going to do to it.
So you've got a line in your mind?
Oh, every shot. The only times I haven't is if I'm angry and my head's off and I'm just hitting it. And then my head's off, so I'm not in control of my emotions, which is something that I should be better at.
I suppose the only thing I think about is
hopefully you hit the target.
Start aim point.
Yeah.
And where the target is and how the ball gets from that point to the end point is...
Let's do some more. Start them at the blue flag. Let's see what it does to your path.
Start over the blue flag.
Yeah, start the ball left.
Left of or over it?
Over it or left of it. So let's show you those. So your path is now 3.7 from the inside with a face 1 closed to that 3.
Okay, yeah. That's obviously relative to the camera position as well, isn't it?
No, that's relative to that machine aiming at the target.
Okay. That you've...
That's aimed at the target every time.
Gotcha.
So it's fixed.
Yeah.
You aim across it sometimes, but it's fixed. So you were 7 from the inside with a face 5 closed, with a few different strings of sentences, and these are your first ones. Look, when we said aim straight and start the ball left feeling, you started to go 5 3 3 3 2 3, so you got it comfortable. You weren't any of even the big heavy insides, and the face was slightly over closed, which is why you were missing left a little bit, so we could do a face control fault. But you hit some really nice ones. 3 from the inside, 1 closed face, 3 from the inside, slightly 1 open, 3 from the inside, 1 closed. You start to get some gentle draws on to target. The problem in your head, which you've got to get your head around, which we need to tie up today at some point, is that you feel like you're aiming straight but swinging left. You're not.
No.
Every shot you're hitting from the inside, apart from 1 or 2 of those.
Okay.
So your control of path is not accurate enough. I can control path within 1.5 degrees to order if I'm warm, and the best players in the world would be able to as well. You're not off 5 because you're struggling to control path within 5 degrees tolerance, which means you're going to curve the ball 20 yards if you're not careful. That was really good. It was good. So your face is close to your path. Your path is moving 1 degree right. But your face is, what was it? 2 closed? Yeah, nearly 3 closed to that. Why don't you hit some, doing what you're doing, so try and aim straightish, try and start it that bit left. You said you were aiming left, you weren't, you were aiming quite neutral.
Okay, I felt like I was aiming maybe a yard right to the left hand side.
Okay, yeah, you weren't.
Yeah. No, I've been told that many times.
Yeah. Why don't you try and feel like you come through with the handle a little bit more forwards?
Okay. Alright.
So like a pitch.
Yeah, that's fine.
People would call it holding it off.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and feel like you're starting left, feel like you're swinging left, but just a tiny bit, feel like the handle's forwards rather than the club head goes.
I suppose the thing I can think about for that is, if I were trying to hit a punch shot, obviously my feet would change, but that would be the kind of hand feel.
Yeah.
So,
a punch would be an extreme version, but yes.
Yeah, so keeping the feet on a stock shot,
but
getting the feeling of that punch with
handle dragging.
Yeah.
Because it'll just set their face a little bit more open to a path possible.
That'd be the way I'd sort of think about
good.
trying to
Show me.
deliver that.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Shot.
Yeah, it's good. Slightly drifted off to the right. You didn't strike that one as well. Still take that. If that's the worst shot you're going to hit. Again, if you look at the numbers on that, she called it a bit high on the face, which would have felt horrible. But you're 2 from the inside with a face 1 close to that too. So that's a very functional, horrible shot. I play golf like that. All you have to do is hold the odd 10, 15 footer and people hate you.
Easy.
Scab, putt. It's a method of playing.
Why not, eh? Oh, you get the ball in the hole.
Absolutely. Really good.
Tell me, is that where I know everyone goes where your feet are aiming?
Yeah.
Is that where my feet are aiming?
Yeah.
Okay. See, they feel like 20 yards left of it.
Yeah, no, that's just a good shot. It's a very good shot. The main thing with that is that you're doing those numbers.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to do those numbers and you're doing them. So where before you thought straight was 7 from the inside.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's completely opened my eyes as to when I thought I was swinging my neutral shot.
Correct.
I'm not swinging neutral at
No.
I'm swinging way off the numbers.
Yeah. So get the head out this side of you. And do that across your chest with your hands. So if you want to deliver that face at what you would call J0, if you go back, this handle, keep just turning slowly, stopping it. So the handle's ahead of this, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to try and rotate your body to line everything up. This is an exaggeration. You wouldn't turn this much, but it's that.
So what I'm doing is
you're
just
sliding,
that.
and then then what you do is no, stay where you are, let go. You then start trying to. This all stops, and you start trying to flip back.
Okay.
So because you've slid across, like if I'm going to hit that ball, if I slide across a long way and then turn, I'm just look how far from the inside and where how right the face is pointing. So you slide across, and then you think, oh, hang on.
Okay, yeah.
Try and line them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ideally, if you can do what you're doing and feel like you're swinging left still, but just try and deliver that handle forward slightly, path will stay straight and the face will have less rotation. If it's not rotating around that axis for you, you're actually delivering it a bit that way. Yeah.
Instead of just...
But it's not, not slide.
More of that.
Yeah. There we go. So the face control is what you're lacking. That's all you're lacking on that.
I was having a massive mental block as to how to even start the takeaway.
Yeah. So look up at the target, starting it left, drag that handle. Go, go, go.
There we go, guys. Another live lesson. Hope you get something from this. Interesting change of numbers and ideas in the way he was swinging. Very obvious he couldn't control path and then was struggling to control face around his ideas of path. Interesting to see if he can sustain that for what would be the long outcome, which hopefully he'll keep in contact and we'll find out. But I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below as always. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel.
So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.